All right, welcome to a new series on Farming Simulator 17. I will go through that in a minute. We'll go normal. I always play on normal. The only time I've changed any game settings was Skyrim, and that's on expert level. I feel that gives you a nice, challenging gameplay without the two-fisted hair-pulling extraction system that Master and Legendary difficulty gives, and the I'm a God in 5 levels that normal difficulty gives. So anyways, we are going to Upper Lusatia. It's in the Saxony region of Germany. I don't know if it's a real town or not. Anyway, let's just keep going here. We've got a lot of stuff to get over. And we're going to take a bunch of stuff off because we have some extremely strict rules for this. We'll keep that. Actually, yeah, we'll keep that. That can go. The baling, well, we'll leave the baling pack on there just because we won't be using it. We will not be using baling technology on this map. Keep going here. Just going through all my stuff. We'll be in Germany. I don't know if they have long-nosed trucks there. We'll take it off for now. We don't need the bale trailer. Yeah, we do. We'll use the bale trailer. Yep, we'll definitely use it. We don't need this big. You know what? Just leave it on there. I'm not gonna put it all off. We do not need the Fent 800. We can have that. We don't need the Fent 1050. We'll take the Fiat Agli, field trigger tools, the fork with claws. We'll just leave it on there. We don't have to buy it. We don't have to use it. A lot of stuff we could have just left on there and just not use it. Let's take this off for now. I haven't tested it on a different map yet to see how well it works. Some of these hook lift things don't work like I want them to. Those can both stay. That can stay. That can stay. You know what? Yeah. We're taking that off. We don't need that in this map. We probably won't need this on the map either. It can stay. That's okay. Actually, yeah, it can stay. We'll keep that. We'll definitely keep the old Massey. We will keep the cheap box, and I'll explain to you why. We won't need this molten storage unit. We'll keep that on there. We definitely won't use that. Keep those. Keep that. We'll keep this on there. Okay, let's get going here. So this is going to be Bo. He's got some family members doing farms everywhere else. Uncle Jesse in Goldcrest Valley is extremely successful. And cousin Daisy in South America is also successful on her sugarcane farm. His cousin Luke is just getting started over in Eastern Europe somewhere, a place called Sosnovka, and he's taking the philanthropic approach, going to help the town. Bo here is a bit on the wild side, and he just needs to learn how to work, so that's why he's got to start on this map with some very strict rules. Rule number 1, let's see, we get dropped off at the bus stop here. I think this is the bus stop. I think over here across the town, or across the way, somewhere around here, is the actual bus stop. I thought I saw it. Anyway, I've only looked at this map for just a few minutes. I thought this would be a great opportunity to get started. Okay, so we need to get to the map really quick. Let's change this up just a little bit. We gotta give him a name. Okay, there we go. Let's time that down. We'll take this off. You guys cannot buy anything. We won't have manure. Normal off, and that is good. Help window, colorblind. We'll leave it in dollars. We'll leave it in miles. I've said this before on the other Sosnovka thing. Dollars, US dollars, is the money of commerce in the world. We don't have to do radios. We don't have switch train, master, that. Okay, good. Now, here we go. This is what's going to happen. On this map, we cannot have any animals but sheep. So we're going to have to go and sell these pigs and these cows straight away. The other rule is we cannot use any tractors for field work over 100 or 250 horsepower. So any tractors we use on the field have to be 250 horsepower or less. And tractors that are used for transport only, there's no limit. So what we have to do also, we have to sell all these cows from the field. Okay, and then we have to turn around and we have to reinvest that total amount into the sheep. Okay, we have to do the same thing for the pigs. So we're going to run over here really quick. Do the exact same thing for the pigs. We can't do anything about the chickens. They're part of the game. We don't do anything but collect the eggs, and you get like, I don't know, I think it's $1.50 per egg or something like that. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. The chickens are exempt from the rules. There's nothing we do about it. Now the pigs, they gotta go. And they're gone. So what we'll do is we can check our finances right now, and we will see sold livestock. Sold animals of 59,250. So we have to turn around and reinvest that into the sheep right now. We'll worry about getting them grass and water in just a moment. Let's go down to the sheep pasture here. We can buy them right here. Where is the animal purchase? It's right there. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look and see what an animal trailer, just to lease the little animal trailer, will set us back. Because that might be the best way to go. If we leased it, it's $1,920. Okay, so let's see here. How many sheep can we get for, what was it again? Our sold animals for $59,250. So we need to see if we buy, we got to get up to 59,000. Okay, it's going to be 62,000. 2250, and the lease cost was what? Lease was, oops, not that one. The lease cost was 1920. So it'd probably be better if we just lease that. Okay, so we'll do that in just a moment. Next, let's go back over here towards the cows. The other rules that apply: no baling technology. Period. End of story. Now, you do start with several bales for the cows. We will have to sell those bales as soon as we can, except for I will allow, if this is hay, that's hay, I will allow hay bales to be kept for the sheep. Silage bales and the straw bales will have to go. So we're going to have to lease a bale trailer. There's absolutely no reason whatsoever to buy one because we're not doing bales. And we will sell the silage and the hay. The hay, we can probably sell this biogas plant. So that is another rule. Okay, so far, no tractors over 250 horsepower, except for tractors that are transport only. So like, for example, if we wanted to get this JCB 8000, all right, we cannot change the horsepower rating, so it must come as it is. We can use this one if we want, and we can go all the way up to the 900 vario, but we cannot increase the horsepower. We can't use the T8. We can use the Massey. We can use the Series 9, the Case, the T7, the Steer, or the Fast Track, up to the Fendt. But we cannot use the T8 because it's over 300 horsepower. Trucks, harvesters, there are no restrictions on trucks or harvesters. I wrote all this stuff in the playlist description, but I'm trying to get it all in right now. So, in fact, let me just grab my phone really quick here, and I'll just read the notes right to you. Okay? Here we go. Let's take a look. Oops. Okay, here are the rules. This series is intended to go through 4 different maps, each one allowing for progressively larger equipment and more livestock options. But for Lusatia, the rules are strict. Cannot use any tractors greater than 250 horsepower with only one exception, tractors needed for transport only and use at the biogas plant. Okay, no field work for any tractors over 250 horsepower. Trucks and harvesters are not restricted in size. Cannot use any baling equipment except to sell the bales already on the map. Must have 300 sheep before series ends, and no other livestock is allowed. Livestock the map starts you with must be sold immediately, and that money reinvested in sheep. Okay, probably boring you to death because I'm holding still trying to read this off my phone here. Sorry about that. Next, must clear $2 million in harvest income. Harvest income can be made in any fashion that the game recognizes as harvest income, including any grain sales, any root crop sales, any forage sales, which are loose grass, straw, or hay, and wood chips, excluding silage, which may only be sold at the biogas plant and therefore is listed as biogas income. Additional sell points are allowed via mods. In addition, a series of random events will be included in the game. Due to some restrictions of the Xbox, mods will need to be used to accomplish some of these events. Okay, random days within the weeks. Random days within the week are when our events take place. With day 1 is Sunday, and day 7 is Saturday. So we are right now. We'll just take a look really quick. Today is Monday, so we will pick a random number between 1 and 7, and if it comes up as 2, which is today, we will have to decide what our random event is. And to go back, okay, so harvest income is wheat, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beets, and wood chips. That is considered harvest income. Additionally, selling grass, hay, and straw at the barn in its loose format, not baled, because you can't use bales, would also be considered harvest income. Okay? So, really quick, let me finish up. We're almost done here. The random events include a 6-sided die roll of numbers 1 through 6. The negative events are numbers 2, 5, and 6. And they would include disease vet bills for livestock, which is $100 for 50% of the total livestock we have to pay out. Disease in the field. Half of one field must be cultivated and it's picked randomly. Mold in the main silo. Half of one stored crop picked at random must be sold at lowest available price. Damage to equipment. Cannot use for the entire week. If our equipment is damaged on Saturday, that's a short week for damaged equipment. Items that are stolen. The insurance claim is valued at 70% of sale from the field. Livestock poaching. One animal for every 35 must be sold from the field. The positive events are random numbers 1, 3, and 4. Sheep have twins. One additional sheep for every 35. 1.4 times the highest value of any sale. Barn finds must be sold immediately at the shop plus 20% of that value, picked randomly up to vehicles. And vehicles would be listed as, or I should list it as cars. So the pickup, this convertible, not the dually because that's a mod. The road rage can be because that's a Giants mod. The Rumbler van can be included because that's a Giants mod. This dually pickup is not a Giants mod, so we won't be using that in our random events. Okay, Another positive one would be free vehicle maintenance for the week. So it's the highest maintenance cost is reimbursed. Now, maintenance cost, you're wondering what is the maintenance cost? Let's go over here to our shop. Okay, the maintenance cost for this little hurlement is $210.98 a day. It goes up every single day. So I'll just have to add it up. At the end of every episode, we will go over here and we will look at our expenditures and income for the day. And I'll just keep track of that, add it up so we can know where we're at. Okay, another positive is a 35% discount on any new equipment that I can use. And so typically, sometimes you'll get a sale, and sometimes you can get sales up to 20%. So I'll just have to add 15%. And what I'll do is I'll just add some money in with the cheap mod, the money box mod that I have. That's the only way I can do it on the Xbox. I can't edit the game file. Okay, another such thing would be insurance covers 100% of a total loss to any vehicle, tool, or livestock. Can be stockpiled for up to 3 events. So we can keep that insurance claim for up to 3 different events. At what point, if we get it again, we lose one. We can only have a three chances to get 100% of a total loss to any vehicle, tool, or livestock. Did I do the barn find? I think I did the barn find. Yes. Must be sold immediately at the shop plus 20% of that value. Pick randomly, yeah, up to vehicles. Free vehicle maintenance, yes, 35%. Okay, I think I went through all of it. Now, the additional rules will be crops. Okay, so I had to look up German crops, and I'll go through it. So our main crops will be wheat. Okay, let me start at the top. Barley, sugar beet, wheat, potatoes, canola. Okay, we will not be doing sunflowers, corn, or soybeans on this map. Okay, we can do poplar because that gives us wood chips, which should be sold as a harvestable income. Okay, oilseed radish is just a way to fertilize the field, and grass can either be put in the silo at the VETA or has to be sold straight off in loose form. Okay, so that's what we're doing. There will be no soybeans, there'll be no corn, and there'll be no sunflowers. We have no need for them. We won't be using them. So those are our crops. All right, so like I said, the rules are incredibly strict. Now, let's get to the field. We start out with fields 9, 11, 16, 17, and 28. Of those fields that we start off with, there are only 2, 9, and 11 that are arable. These others are grass fields, and we also have 24 way down here. They're grass fields, all right? So we have to work at getting some more fields, because if we only have these 2 little bitty fields, they're going to be here for a long time to get $2 million, unless we just plant them with trees or something. We're not going to do that, though, because Germany was, I think, the number 4 in terms of sugar beet exports, and I think number 6 in terms of barley, and 7 in wheat, and something like that. But that's why I picked those crops, because they're high on the level. In addition, the reason I picked wool, because sheep are the easiest to manage. And at one point, the Germany had very good wool production status throughout the world. Okay, so we're going to try and build it back up. That's part of our purpose here. Other than that, those are the rules that we set forth. The thing we have to do now, let's see, make sure we don't have one of these animal trailers in our pocket. We do not. We need to go to the shop and we need to borrow the animal trailer. Now, while we go, all of the animal-related equipment, I didn't add this in the description. I just thought of it just now. So all of the animal-related equipment that we will not be using, like this mixer, that money also has to go towards the sheep. Okay. What we'll do is we'll sell that mixer and use it to lease a bale trailer so we can get rid of these bales. The other things, like we won't, it's got a bale spec. We'll sell all of the bale related equipment right here from instead of taking it to the shop. The other stuff, we're going to sell most of the stuff because I don't like it. I want to pick my gear. I don't want the game or the mod creator to pick. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do right now is sell all bale related equipment. We won't. I won't be using. That's not bale related specifically. This bale spike is. It's got to go. Okay, this bale handler has to go. And this mixer wagon has to go. Okay. That's got to go. Good. So I sold all that stuff from right here. Now, what this means is our greenhouses that we come with, we're only going to make about $30 an hour for each house, and not 60. I think that's the maximum round is 60. I can't remember how it all works. We'll find out soon. Now we'll have to use the money from the bale trailer to lease our round bale stacker. That's what we'll do. That we'll lease that, and then some of the other equipment I will get rid of. So that is what's on the agenda. I'm going to take all the stuff that I don't want from this starting section of the map, and I'm going to go and get rid of it. And on the next video, we'll start doing some actual farming. Well, actually, we'll take a tour of the town because we haven't had much time to do that here. Anyway, I want to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.